Hey friends, welcome back to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. My name's Sophia and today I'm sharing a card that I'm going to be making with you using the Spellbinders muscle car, which is this Mustang right here. It comes with 15 dies in there, so get ready to do a lot of cutting. This is the Scenic Drive stencil, which I'm going to be placing in behind that car. And then these are the sentiments. What are the sentiments called? Cruising By sentiments. So it doesn't actually come with that big speedometer. It's just all of those sentiments. And there's a Happy Father's Day one in there too. So that kind of made me happy. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got all of the dies here and I'm just going to pick some colors to coordinate with those pieces. So I went with the lime green for the car. I wanted to have a green Mustang. I gave it some navy accents there, some black for the wheels, and then the rest of the pieces that I really didn't know what they were, I decided to go ahead and cut those out in some white. So we're just going to run that through. I put all the pieces in one run, guys. So here I've got everything and now I'm just going to start assembling the car, just adding some glue to the back using some tape runner. And the first thing I'm doing is putting that steering wheel on. I tried to get all the pieces that go inside at once on from the start so that I don't have to try to squeeze them in later. But I did miss one piece, so I'll show you which one that is in just a little bit here. So those are the seats, and then this is the back, like the roof almost of the car, and it lines up perfectly with that car piece. So you can just take it and line it up right over the roof of the car. And I know it looks a little bit weird now, but once the whole car comes together, you'll see how those pieces coordinate. Those are the windows, like the driver's window and the back window of the car. So now I'm just adding the two stripes on the hood of the Mustang, and for that I decided to use that navy color, and the bigger stripe is the one that faces you, like comes out towards you, and then the thinner stripe kind of goes in the back, and there are ridges on the car so you kind of know where they go. The next thing I'm putting on here is the bumper, and I decided to do that in blue too. After I looked at a lot of pictures of Mustangs, they actually are the same color as the stripes, which are often black, and so I decided to do mine in blue, which is just special, right? So that is the grille. I'm going to put that on, and then next we're going to move on to the wheels. So this tiny little piece, don't throw it out. I thought it was garbage. That's the wheel there in the back. And then we're going to get the bigger wheels on. So I just made a little bit of an error there, and so I had to take it off. And now I am just putting that piece on where it goes. So that's actually the wheel well. And if you put it there, it lines up perfectly. Like there is a little ridge there. Next, I'm putting on my tires. And now you can see how the wheel well kind of fits where it's supposed to go. And this is like the front of the tire and like a little bit of the top. So I know I cut that out in white, but I am going to go ahead and color that in with some alcohol markers. So now I'm doing the back of the car, and it's the same thing, very tiny pieces. Make sure you don't throw them away. That is the wheel well, and this tiny little black one is the back wheel. And once you actually line it up, it fits in there quite perfectly. So now I'm going to grab, oh, that's the front of the tire there, yeah. Now I'm going to grab my N6 marker, or I think I decided to do the hubcaps first. I cut those out in some platinum cardstock, and so it's very sparkly, perfect for hubcaps there. Now I've got my N8 marker, and I'm just going to go ahead and color those white spaces. It's a little bit darker, lighter than black, and so it looks like it's a nice shadow for the tires themselves. Once we're done with that, I am going to start putting on the lights. So I kind of lined them out there beforehand, and now I'm just gluing them down. The bigger ones, again, they are more towards you, and the smaller circles are on the other side. It just gives it a little bit dimension and makes it look like it's further away. Now I'm putting on the two other pieces that I had cut out in that platinum cardstock. So I've got the mirror, and this piece I actually missed putting on. I should have put that on before underneath, but I forgot. And so I just cut half of it and then glued it on to the roof there. That's the little rear view mirror. So now I'm just coloring in the background of my lights, and I decided to do that in N4, and now I'm throwing the lights actually on there. And I thought about coloring them in yellow, but then I thought that they actually looked quite sharp just white, and so I decided to leave them in the white color. Now I'm just going to set this off to the side and let it dry completely, and we'll start some stenciling. So there's 6 stencils here. I'm starting with number 1 on a horizontal card base. The card base is, it's not actually right on the card base, but this is the panel that's going to go on top of it. It's card base size though, so it is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Before throwing those stencils onto my sticky mat, I actually had to line it up and make sure the bottom would fit. Initially, when I did this, I left too much space on top, and then the bottom of the stencil didn't fit. So make sure that when you're about to stencil, you line up the last stencil over top of the first one, and make sure that the image is centered on your card panel. Then I just picked out some colors in my stash to fill all of those stencils out. There's like a little bit of sky bits, some sun, and then for the trees, I used the same shade. I just went over it twice to make that second tree look a little bit darker. For the last stencil, I'm just going to use some gray to make it look like it's a road. I didn't want to use green because my trees were already green, and the gray kind of just was neutral and brought everything together. So now that I have my card base, we're just going to start to assemble the entire card. The first thing I'm going to do is decide where I want that card to go, and then I'm going to get my greeting ready as well. So I really wanted that to pop, and so I did it on some black cardstock with some white embossing powder, and I did Cruising By to say Happy Father's Day. How great is it to just have a Father's Day card in your stash ready to go? So I'm just stamping those with my Versamark ink. I'm going to get some white embossing powder on there. I always like to put a scrap piece of paper underneath with a fold in it, so then I can just fold that paper and get all of the embossing powder back into the little can there. So right now I'm just removing any excess powder that I got on there. I forgot to use my my little felt I don't even know what it's called. It's just this little packet with powder in it, and when you rub it on paper, it removes any lint or anything on there, and it gives it a better embossing image. And so I forgot to use that, so I had to use my paintbrush to get the excess embossing powder off of there. So now I'm just putting my panel onto my card base and making sure it's glued down properly. For the car itself, I decided to use some foam squares to pop it up and make it look like that background is really in the background of the car. And before you actually push this down onto your card base, make sure you line it up exactly where you want it to be. For me, I kind of wanted it right in the center. And then now I'm just going to put on my greeting, and again I'm going to lift those up a little bit too with some tiny foam squares, and that is going to be the end of my card. So those pieces are a little bit tedious to put together, but once you do it once, this is a really quick and easy card to make for guys, for like any occasion. I mean, I know my brother loves Mustangs, so I'll probably use this for a birthday card for him this year as well. The last thing I did was just add a couple of rhinestones on there to make it all come together, but not too many. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and subscribe to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel, and I will drop a couple of videos up here for you if you want to keep watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.